Hello and welcome. I am Jumali from Osmani Dev, and in this video we are gonna be coding up our logic and the backend to upload multiple images to Cloudinary with the use of Multer as a middleware and of course Express. So let's open an integrated terminal here inside the folder where we want to create the backend and say npm init /y. So this is gonna create our project, and here now if we see we have a package.json. So next thing what we want to do is install our dependencies. So npm install express, then Cloudinary, then .env, and then Multer, and lastly Express async handler. So let's do this. And if you already have an existing project and the backend set up and you just want to see how to upload multiple files, you can skip ahead. But for those of you that are starting from the beginning or, well, just want to watch it, you can do so as well. So then we want to go to the package.json and remove this and add here start is gonna be node index.js, and here dev index.js. Alright, and we are done with this one. Perfect. So now what we need, so to make this work, we need a folder where we have our middleware. Inside that we need Multer, and we need to configure Multer so that our images that we select from our PC are then stored to the disk storage, and we can reference them inside the request.files. After that one, we want to run our upload functionality with Cloudinary and upload those files that we get from the request.files inside Cloudinary's cloud. So, and lastly, we also need a route where we can hit that endpoint if we go on Postman. Alright, let's delete this, and we're gonna start from the beginning. Alright, so this is what we need. Let's start by creating a new file called index.js where our application is going to start. After this one, let's create a new file called .gitignore, and after this one, let's create a new file called .env. So inside the .env, we are gonna be housing our environment variables. All right, and these are going to be app underscore Cloudinary cloud name. Second one, let's copy this one. Second one is going to be API key. And lastly, we're going to have the secret key here. So secret key, just like this. Now let's see where we can get these keys. So now we have to go to cloudinary.com, and you can open a free account, and then inside the programmable media you will find the cloud name, API key, and the secret key. Alright, so you can copy these ones just like that and just paste them here. Alright, do the same with this and the secret key. Alright, just paste them down here and you should be good to go with the .env file. So after that is done, we want to go inside the gitignore, and here we want to say node, let's turn off the caps lock, node underscore modules and .env. And we're done here as well. Next, we want to create a new folder called middlewares. And inside middlewares, a new folder called Multer and a new folder called upload. Alright. Then we want to go ahead and create a new folder called routes. And inside here, a new folder, upload route. Alright, and we are done. So let's go firstly to Multer, create a new file called multer.js, and inside the multer.js file is where we are going to have the Multer middleware. So let's configure that one. Const multer equals to require Multer. After this one, after we require it, we want to say const storage equals to multer.disk storage. And here we open up the object. Let's configure the file name first. It's going to be a function with the request, file, and callback parameters present. And after this one, we want to say callback null, and after that file dot original name. So after this one, we want to say const upload equals to Multer, and here we're going to configure the storage where we want to upload these files inside the storage that we just named here. And lastly, let's say module.exports equals to upload. Perfect, so Multer is done. Let's go ahead and create a new file inside the upload folder, which is going to be upload multiple.js. So, and inside upload multiple.js, we're going to have the main logic. So let's go here inside Multer. Let's copy this, paste it. Above this, we want to have const express equals to require express, and under Multer we want to have const Cloudinary equals to require Cloudinary dot v2. After that one, const async handler equals to require. We want to have here express async handler present, and then let's say here so to configure Cloudinary, what we want to do is say cloudinary.config, and then let's specify the cloud name first. After this one is going to be the API key. After this one is going to be the API secret. All right. So let's say here process.env. Copy, paste, and paste. So let's go back to our .env. Let's copy these, paste here. Only once. Copy, paste here, and copy, and paste here. All right. So you should have here your API keys, cloud name, and secret key inside that you got from, of course, Cloudinary after getting an account and copying them from here. So after this one is done, we have Cloudinary configured and ready to go. So let's say here const upload multiple equals to async handler, and here we want to have an asynchronous function with a request, response, and the next parameter. Now here what we want to do is, let's call it like that. So here we want to have a try and catch block, all right? So inside the error block, let's log the error, and also we want to send back a response.status 500.json.send. It's not a JSON format, but just a send, and here we want to say internal error at upload multiple.js, so that we know where our error is, all right? And also what we can do here, specify the error again. So perfect, now we have this one, all right? Now we can go inside the try block, and here we want to create a const called images equals to request.files. So what is this? This is what is created after Multer runs. So Multer stores our images inside the file, inside the files, and we can get a hold of them here. And I explained this in depth inside my merge stack course. So if you want to know something more about that, here is the finished website that I built on the course. It is over 31 or 32 hours long. So 31 hour or 32 hours long of merge stack coding, which I go in depth on every single line. I explain how everything works with presentations. You have downloadable PDFs. You have, everything that you need to create any website that you want, basically. So I'm logged in now here with a admin account. We can create a listing here. We can create one of these here. As you can see, we can also like them and dislike them, save them. So we create a listing like this, and these are the images that we store inside Cloudinary, and we are storing this one, only the URLs inside our database. I explained that in depth why and how we do that. And here we can also download them and also unlike it. And here we can also see the videos and copy the text. So this is a bit more in depth, but in this video we're only gonna show, or we're only gonna tackle the problem of just uploading multiple images. But inside the course you then learn how to combine those images that you give in here with also values that you can type in, like links, tags, and whatever you want. And also the authentication is coded up from the ground up with our own encryption, with bcrypt and everything. So we have also free products that does not require authentication. We also have state management with Redux that we can see here. We also have state management, and our Redux values are here. We also have Stripe that we can make payments and everything. So this is going to be a big course, and later on I will tell you how you can find this and where you can learn from this course. So let's continue here without further ado. So this is how we get a hold of the files after our middleware is running. After this one, we want to log the images. Let's see what Multer stored for us. So, and here we want to say const image URLs equals to an empty array. Here we're going to store the images after they're uploaded to Cloudinary. And this one, after they are inside here, you can make use of it. I will show you how, and create a listing like for example like this one. So here what we want to do next is say for const image of images, we want to do something. Const result equals to await Cloudinary dot uploader dot upload, and here we want to upload something. You guessed it, the image, that with set of images dot path. After this one open the object, we want to specify the resource type of auto. So, and I explain what everything here is, what is asynchronous function, what is this await, what does this do, what does Cloudinary uploader upload, what is the image path, where we get that, why we select resource auto inside the course, which is, yeah, like I said, over 31 hours long. And in the description also you'll have a link to it. So then what we want to do is, inside this for loop, we want to say image URLs dot push, and here we want to push the result dot secure URL. Alright, this is going to be the URL that Cloudinary gives us after the upload is finished. Now after this one we want to say request dot images equals to image URLs. So after Cloudinary, after Multer runs, we can go to request.files, find the image file names and files inside our disk storage. Then after Cloudinary finishes, we create this variable inside the request that is called images, that has our image URLs from Cloudinary. This is how you can understand this logic a bit simpler. And then let's log our request.images inside the console so we can open one up later. And after this one we want to say next. Alright, continue to the next logic. So after this one, what you usually want to do is, for example, if we log in with admin account, if we log in, and by the way, you will also learn how to deploy websites inside the cloud. So this is fully hosted for free by Netlify, the backend and the front end as well. So create the product, so you can combine then these form datas with your images and you can create something. So firstly you upload the images, and after that you take the form data inside the controller that runs inside the route after you finish with this one. It is a bit complicated, but I show everything in the course. But for this video, this will do. Now what's left here is to just module.exports equals to upload multiple. So we export this one. Perfect. Now what is left to do is configure the route. So let's have a new file here. Upload route.js, and let's configure this one. So inside here we need express, after this one we need const route equals to express dot router, and after this one we need here const upload equals to, now we're gonna get the Multer middleware. So /multer/.js, and here we want to say const upload multiple equals to require Alright, we have that one as well. And after this one we want to say route.post request. We are going to be hitting the create endpoint, and after we hit this endpoint we want to upload with Multer an array of what are we going to call this array keyword? Images. And I will show you why we write down images there and what that means. And then we want to run upload multiple to upload them to Cloudinary, and then here you can add your controller. So if you have another piece of logic, or creating the post that you want to combine your images with the form data, you will implement it here. But now we don't have that, and our function is going to stop here. So module.exports equals to export our route. Now what we want to do is go finally to the index.js and create our server. But first I want to take a moment and show you where you can learn everything there is about web development and the MERN stack. Hello, my name is Jumali Osmani and I'm a self-taught web developer here at Osmani Dev. So I wanted to ask you a very important question. Did you always want to learn the MERN stack and everything there is about it in detail? And if the answer is yes to that, I want to present you my 31-hour-long Udemy course that features everything that you need to know to create any website that you want. From Express on creating a backend, React on creating the frontend, and also Redux to create your state management. So right now it is available on Udemy for as low as $4 or $5, which is a bargain if you ask me, for 31 hours plus the coding exercises that we have for that money. So right now, if you head over to Udemy, it's gonna be still available at that price on the sale. And also I'm gonna leave a coupon code on the description of this video that you're watching right now. So I know what you may think. Well, why is it so cheap and why isn't it priced like all the other courses with this amount of content for $100 or more? Well, my approach to this is I want you to learn first and then worry about everything else later. So here we want to teach you to have a better understanding of the MERN stack and supercharge your way into getting your first job as fast as possible. Now also another thing that you may consider before buying the course is it is too long and I don't know if I'm going to finish it, so why buy it in the first place, right? So to that I want to tell you I have structured it into sections regarding different problems like the one that you're watching now in this video that you can jump to and skip the ones that you know already or you don't want to see. So it is structured in a way that you can jump to any section and solve any problem or learn any topic that you want. So if you ask me, for $4 or $5, I would rather spend it on my future and landing a new job as a web developer rather than a burger, because that is what it boils down to, $4 or $5. So if you want to take your skills and your career to a next level, head over to Udemy and see you inside. So with that said, let's get back into the video and continue where we left off. So let's say here const express equals to require express. After this one, what we want to do is require .env and configure it right there, so that we can use our process.environment keys, and then const here we want to have the upload route equals to we have our upload route here that is hitting our endpoint. After this one, const app equals to express. After this one, we want to say const port equals to 3000. We want to hit port. We want to hit localhost /3000, and app.get a request just to test it out. We want to say here slash. If we hit our home route, we want to have a function with a request response, and here we want to just response.send a hello world. All right, and after this one, we want to have our creator upload route. So here we want to say app.use. So we're making use of the use functionality, and here we want to say /API/users, let's say. So if we go on inside the user route, and here we have the upload route. So if we go on localhost /3000/API/users and we say /create, we are first gonna run the Multer middleware. After that, the Cloudinary upload, and our images should be here. All right, we should first see them from Multer and then the secure URLs from Cloudinary. So this is done as well. And then let's listen to our server app.listen and listen to port, anonymous function, and then let's say here log backticks. Server is running on HTTP localhost 3000, or here we can say port dynamically, and here we go. Our app should be good to go. Let's say here npm run dev to run our development environment, and it is running on localhost 3000. So let's go back inside Postman and let's see if we can upload these files, right? So localhost here is going to be 3000. Then what do we need to hit? We need to hit API/users. Let's hit that, API/users. And then what do we need to hit here from upload route /create. So, and I'm pasting these so you know where they come from. Now this is gonna be, if you go the first time here on Postman, none. Let's go on form data. Here, let's say in the key, let's write images. And this is because we wrote images here. All right, this is gonna be the key that we specify that we wanna upload them with Multer images. And it's gonna be file, not text. Here, let's get rid of these and select new file. So I have a few e-commerce products here already. You can upload whatever you want. So we have 6 images and 2 MP4s. You can also upload files like documents, whatever you want. Open, and let's say hit. Now we can see inside the console we have these from Multer. And after Cloudinary is finished, we should have the URLs here. I think it's still working. Yes, it is still working. So let's wait a little bit. And here we go. Here we have the URLs from Cloudinary. Let's get one of these. Copy. Let's go to our browser quick. Paste it down. Let's see what we have. So here is the image. And it is hosted on Cloudinary's cloud. Let's see if we can view this one. This is gonna be the video. And here we go. So you can also see the video and you can download it, do whatever you want with it. Perfect, so it is working. So this has been a quick video on how to do it.